Hello everyone, super quick video this week. I am busy packing insane amounts of equipment as in a few days time I'm going to be heading back to Iceland, chasing volcanoes again after a new fissure opened up and started throwing up lava and gases in the last few days. I think many of you will remember my outstanding trip to Iceland last year when I managed to fly the Mavic 2 Pro right over the erupting crater and got some absolutely spectacular shots of the lava flowing out and down the mountainside. Now this new eruption is still very much in its early stages, but this time I wanted to get in up close and nice and early in the early stages of the eruption. So I have got a busy couple of days packing, and it did remind me that a few of you have been getting in touch and making comments on videos about the rules and how you can actually take your drone on planes and what to do when you're going on holiday and will you get any drama at the airport and the like. So I thought I'd actually throw together a super quick video to show you what equipment I am taking and how you can actually get it there when you're going to your destination. So look, first off, which drones? Last time I took the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mini 1. Now the Mini 1 kind of let me down a little bit with signal, and whilst the Mavic 2 Pro worked magnificently, its biggest limitation was that I couldn't recharge the batteries whilst I was up on the mountain. So a bit of a change of tack this time. This year I'm going to be taking the Mini 3 because it has proved time and time again over the last 3 months I've been flying this little drone now. Outstanding in very strong wind, really amazing photos and video. It has proved itself to be a very, very credible travel drone. And of course, having 3 standard batteries and 2 plus batteries is going to help. And of course, I can recharge them on the go using a power bank like the Omnicharge that I've got. But alongside that, I'm going to be taking the Air 2S. Until the Mini 3 came along, the Air 2S really was my ultimate perfect travel drone. It was small, it was light, it took brilliant stills with its 20 megapixel sensor. So to me, it still makes good sense to take both the Air 2S and the Mini 3 along for the trip. I will have the backup drone, but both of them are going to be capable, I think, more than capable of taking brilliant pictures and video. So that's the aerial equipment. I'll also be taking the Osmo Action, the Osmo Pocket, a few extra power banks. I've got some brilliant new NDs from Freewell, so I'll be taking some lovely waterfall shots as well with the Mini 3. So loads of equipment, really looking forward to it. So how do I get all of this on the plane? Thankfully, look, drones these days on planes really are not a major issue at all. And in truth, most airport security, they're well used to seeing drones. And if you're traveling in Europe or North America, you will have very few issues. So you defo do not need to be stressing out in any way. Double check for some of the more far-flung countries you're going to. I think Turkey actually is notable. They're pretty fussy on drones. They don't want anything over 500 grams. If you are going to take a larger model, you're going to have to apply with forms and jump through loads of hoops. So Turkey is a little bit stricter, and certainly if you go more to the Middle East, you know, watch out. But for Europe, North America, really no drama. What I do, I always check with a brilliant website at uavcoach.com. They always provide very clear guidance on what you can take and what you need to do once you're there to get flying. Now, even if you are registered in the UK is not yet hooked up to the rest of Europe that's using the EASA registration info. So even if you do have the new style GBR Flyer ID and Operator ID, technically, you still need to register again in the first European country that you land in, and then you will be good for all other European countries. What is pretty universal, I have found on my travels, is the freedom you get with a sub 250 gram drone. Mini 1, Mini 2, or the Mini 3 and the like. Almost all the EASA-based countries will allow these very small drones far, far more freedom to fly. Some of them, again, still have additional restrictions, like flying over residential areas. So again, double check with uavcoach.com. But if you do have a Mini 1, 2 or 3, then that absolutely should be your default travel drone for the most opportunities to fly in the most areas when you get to your destination. So once you know you're good to take the drone to the particular country you're visiting, next thing you need to do is check with the airline. Again, most airlines are pretty relaxed as long as you take things in your hand luggage, not checked luggage. So not in your suitcase, but in your hand luggage. But even then, they still have slightly different rules. And in general, most of the airlines seem to be pretty universal. They will prohibit or severely restrict any battery that is over 100 watt hours. So, give you an idea of size, what does 100 watt hours mean? Well, I've got the jumbo Mavic 3 battery here. That is 77 watt hours. Down the other end of the scale, the little Mini 3, the standard battery is just 18 watt hours, and even the bigger Plus battery is just 28 watt hours. So what it means is that pretty much any model, small model you've got, you're going to be fine flying. What does differ though is the number of batteries that you can take. Again, it's very easy to check this. You just simply go to the restricted items page for whatever airline you're flying with. They all have them. And then you jump down and they pretty much all have a section on lithium batteries. So for instance, BA want me to have all of my batteries in my hand luggage, but strangely, they will also allow a drone with a battery inserted into it in your checked luggage, in your suitcase. But it restricts the number of spare batteries you can take in your hand luggage to just 3. Unlike Iceland Air, this airline wants all the batteries in the hand luggage, but handily for me, it has an amazing 20 battery limit per person, which is just what somebody like me needs. So double check the airline, choose your airline carefully. And as I said, search out their restricted and prohibited items page and you will get all the information you need for the airline that you're flying on. And as for packing, I usually leave the drone and the batteries in the case they come. I have never been asked to unpack them from a standard case. Unlike laptops, I know you've got to take those out. Drone you can normally leave with the batteries inside without any drama. If I'm carrying some extra spare batteries loose, I will normally use a LiPo bag to keep them safe. Really, all they care about is that the batteries cannot short out. I think, as I said, pretty much every airport security guard has seen drones and they really will not bat an eyelid. So pack sensibly, keep it in your hand luggage, use the cases, and you should be absolutely fine. So that's it, actually. Not much more to report. I've got a lot of packing to do over the next few days. Hopefully getting a fair few videos out as I get up to the volcano. It's a bit of a hike this time, 5 mile, 6 mile hikes, but hopefully I'll be getting some more close up aerial footage of what's happening on the mountainside. Now I'm guessing most of you are going to be flying to far more relaxing destinations than I am with Iceland, but at least now you know how easy it is to travel with your drone, how to get it through airport security and onto the plane, and crucially what you can and can't do once you get to that destination. So hopefully find this useful. If you do, give me a little thumbs up. Either way, as I said, busy days ahead, be a crazy manic week ahead of me as well. I'll try and get videos out as often as I can. Until next time, have fun, happy flying.